Welcome back to the Myth series in depth. Today I'm playing the secret mission, A Long-Awaited Party. This mission continues the adventure of Balin and the Dwarves. The name for this mission is similar to the first chapter name from a couple of the Lord of the Rings books and likely took inspiration from them. The first chapter in The Hobbit is An Unexpected Party. The first chapter in The Fellowship of the Ring is A Long Expected Party. Here is the journal for this mission.
Tuesday, May 24th, Mirgard. What I record next is hearsay, though the dwarves who remained with us after Forest Heart swear by its truth. It seems impossible that they could have any knowledge of events occurring hundreds of miles away, deep in territory long held by the Ghouls, yet their conviction does not yield. I repeat here their story, and allow the reader to come to his own decision. Led by their pathfinder, Balin, the dwarves landed in the midst of a sea of ghouls and laid waste to them with grenades and satchel charges. But the enemy boiled like ants from their burrows in the mountain, and each one that was killed seemed to be replaced by two others. Yet at last the attacks ceased, and the dwarves found themselves masters of the bloody patch of ground where they had taken their stand. Bodies and pieces of bodies lay everywhere. A swift council followed their unexpected victory, and the survivors resolved to locate the Ghouls' ancestral stone godhead and blast it to fragments. The Ghouls have worshipped this enormous piece of unworked stone since the birth of their race, rolling its 100 tons wherever their migrations have taken them. The continued presence of the Ghouls' idol at Mirgard is a blasphemy, and to destroy it would be to spit in the face of their entire race. Now more than ever, the dwarves expected to die.
The journal writers puzzled how the dwarves could have known about the events of Balin and company. I don't know how to explain this, but I also think that the journal writer says this more out of disbelief of the tale. This is because of the fact that the dwarves were very deep into Gold territory in this mission, and because of the disbelief of a godhead that the Ghouls worship. He's also recounting the events from the last mission and is in shock at the success of the dwarves at how many Ghouls they have killed. In the previous mission, Sons of Mirgard, the dwarves attacked the Ghouls in their homeland with the expectation of losing their lives. That mission had more to do with honor and disdain for the Ghouls than an attempt to strategically win the war. This mission is no longer about honor for reclaiming their homeland, but about taking vengeance out on the Ghouls. The hatred between the Ghouls and dwarves is personal and has gone back for centuries. Here is a Ghoul flavor text displaying this. The Ghouls have forever been at war with the dwarves around Mirgard and Stonheim, and the rape of the dwarves' ancestral home there has been the Ghouls' rabid dream for centuries. The dwarves are obviously carrying out this mission for personal reasons. The journal says it would be a spit in the face of the entire race for the dwarves to destroy the godhead. The dwarves call the godhead a blasphemy, so it is also offensive to them. The godhead is representative of the dark gods that the Ghouls worship. Here is one of the Myth the Fallen Lord's flavor texts reflecting this. The Ghouls worship enormous pieces of unworked stone, moved in antiquity to the open meadows far below the mountain dwelling. They alone remember the names of the dark gods. There are two journal images that exist on the disc that don't appear in the game. The first one shows a dwarf blowing up a group of Ghouls with grenades and satchel charges. The second image shows a couple of dwarves hiding behind a rock or hill with the Ghoul ancestral stone godhead in the distance. It is our mission to destroy that thing. A good question to ask is, how in the world do the Ghouls move around a giant stone? This is a mystery I do not have the answer, but we don't even know how the Egyptians built the pyramids, so let's just go with it. Time for the mission. Find the Ghoul godhead and blast it to fragments. It's got a weak spot, really. Hint, this is a secret level, and if you're having trouble getting past it, you can use the skip level button after you lose. This mission, when I was looking at the strategy guides for this mission, they were saying that this was their hardest mission that they had. I don't really think it's that bad. There's a couple of tricky parts, but If you like don't save it frequently, it's definitely a difficult mission. So just save it often. So as soon as you start, you get the dwarves coming out of here, and the goals are getting blown up. So we'll watch that. Here comes our dwarves. So we got Balin. Or is that? Can't even tell which one he is.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be the big one. Jari. Oh,
Mic up, ya
his name is Jari? Why did they name him Jari? I never... Every time I did it, it was Balin.
Okay.
Why is the game doing that to me? Oh, whatever.
Move here, move
It's
there.
supposed to be Balin. I don't know why it's
Yes,
Jari.
sir.
Whatever. Never had that happen. So we can
Yes,
start off.
sir.
There's gonna be some goals attacking us early on. There's some. This mission has black goals. Okay, here we go.
Yes. Mic up your mind.
This Dwarven Pathfinder is insane.
Make a hole. Oh, yeah. The dwarf. Get out of the way. Yeah.
Come on, throw it. Okay, you guys run back.
Make a hole.
Okay. Let's just try it again. It's so weird that we got Jari. Or now it's Balin. What?
Mic up your mind.
Okay, whatever. Whatever. I'm trying to select everybody except for him. Let's get in better position this time.
Yes, sir.
I was so puzzled by, you know, having
What now?
not having Balin
Okay.
that got all confused. Wait, we should be on 7? I think we should probably be on 18. Okay.
Move here, move there. Move here, move there. Oh, yeah.
That did not go well at all. I did hit the wrong button. Okay,
Okay.
let's get a little closer. Let's kind of use this cliff maybe. This is like the annoying part is like they don't give you really a lot of time to prep at the beginning. It's not a big deal.
Mic up your mind. Oh yeah. Yes, sir.
This works out nice. They're not even attacking.
Okay.
See, what you can do is slow it down and get them all to attack at different ones. That way they can't rush you.
Burn. Yes. Coming. Oh, yeah.
See, that's probably the right way to do it. Is you just control them all, get them all to
Move
attack
here, move
a
there.
different goal. Because they all throw it at the same goal, it really doesn't help you.
Mic up your mind. Mic up your mind. Catch. Whee. Okay. What now? Burn. Incoming. Look out. Look out. Incoming. Incoming. Oh yeah.
Yeah, see, that works out nice. Just get them to attack different ones. Okay, so there's this goal up here.
Mic up your mind.
He's just chilling. So I'm gonna show you what happens. Okay, so if you come near him,
Okay.
he's gonna
Move
go in
there,
and draw
move
more goals
there.
out. I'll just show you real quick. Okay, he just kind of does a little chant, and then all these goals come, and so we can easily avoid that if we come to about like right. I think right about there might have been. He took another step. I went a little bit too close. There's like a sweet spot that you can be. It's around here. Then you can kind of just launch a grenade. Maybe a little bit closer. Yeah, why is it not letting me do this now? When I was practicing it, it was definitely working. Hey, he keeps wanting to step a little bit closer. I didn't have as much trouble before. Maybe I need to go like here. Yeah, just a smidge closer. That's weird. It's not letting me throw as far as I did before. There we go. Well, whatever. I was having more trouble with it before, but that's how you do that. And there's really nobody up here until you get to this cave. So if you want to see something silly here.
Move here, move there.
So there's a goal defending this cave. So this goal is supposed to go into this cave and draw out the goals, but instead he'll run to the first cave. Watch him go. He's gonna come all the way down here. He's gonna go to that cave and cheer. I guess I didn't don't have someone down there to show you. There we go. That worked out nice. And then this guy's running back. So he basically went down to the other cave though and cheered or got his other friends to come. So, but they come from here. So I'm thinking he's supposed to go into this cave and do just like the other guy did, but
yes, sir.
The scripting was wrong. It's just wrong. It's the only way to say it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this part is a little difficult.
Yes.
So these goals, they won't rush you. They will come down to about here. If you come near, they'll come down to about here, then they'll run back. But they all have pus. So you see these little parts, these are all white parts. They're all pus packets. So if you explode them, you can cause a lot of devastation to the goals. But it's really hard to not have them hack your dwarf to pieces. So what I was doing, let's see if I can do this right, is you can kind of like throw this kind of artillery and then run back. Some of them just have swords or cleavers. So they'll run back. So there we killed a few of them.
Move here, move there. Yes, sir. Make up your mind. Yes.
You can kind of go like, okay, it's over here. So I try to go. Yeah, I got hit.
Yeah.
So not really that good. I might try this again.
Move here, move there. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, that's alright. I wasn't too happy with that. So, but basically, you can get some really nice.
Move here,
So
move
if you can, like, get a nice bounce, you can throw it in here
yes,
and then
sir.
run. Let's see if that's gonna give us a nice bounce. Oh, it is a nice bounce. So that should hit some pus packets and kill some. There we go. Cause some chaos.
Make up your mind.
Then you can just kind of pick them off.
Move here, move there.
So when you get rid of the closer ones, it's a little easier.
Make up your mind. Yes. Yes, sir.
You can just kind of mess around with them.
Make up your mind.
Once you take care of their closer ones, it's way
Okay.
easier.
Yes,
Way
sir.
easier. Because you have time to run away and not
Yes,
worry about
sir.
pus packets.
Make up your mind. Yes. Okay. Move here, move
Yeah, that's why you cheese the AI.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Ah, he got me. Let's save it real quick and end this little shenanigans
Make up
party.
your mind. Yeah.
I accidentally fast forwarded too fast.
Yes, sir. Move here, move there. Oh yeah. Make up your yeah.
Okay, that's it for there,
Okay.
and now we can move on. So now there's going to be another kind of goal group just like this one. We'll use kind of similar strategies.
Yes. Okay.
They're up here, right here. It's pretty much the same kind of thing. So lots of saving this one. It's just the way it's going to go. So this one, again, your Pathfinder is the best way to do this.
Yes.
You can kind of draw them in, like right here. I can go, hey, come here.
Okay.
And they just run right into it. If you can time it right. Come on. Okay, now that we just got some solace, that went so well. I definitely want to save it.
Make up your mind. Oh yeah. Okay. Move here, move there. Yes, sir. Make up your mind. Burn.
You just kind of dodge them. Unless you run into it. That's not gonna work. So if you want, there's a bunch of satchel charges over here that you can use, which will be helpful in the future. If you want, you can easily beat this level. And you also get 3 doors as reinforcements.
Move here, move there.
Okay, let's get our door set up.
Okay.
Okay. So I might reload. Okay, so there's all these soulless kind of patrolling around. But then if you come up here, this is where the Godhead
Move
is.
here, move there. Yes.
So it has like a bunch of human body parts or dwarf body. They're probably dwarf body parts. Yeah, the doors. You can see all the door faces. So they kind of throw their heads to the Godhead.
Yeah, yes.
So you can see they're really not doing any animations. They're kind of all chanting. And if we kind of mess with them, they'll start to come attacking us.
Move here, move there.
And that will be bad. So there is a way to beat this mission and destroy the Godhead without even bothering these guys. And so what you can do is you can kill all these soulless. Let's get rid of them. So you're gonna go right there. We're just gonna put a nice little artillery strike there. That was a bad bounce though. Let's throw another one right there.
Yes, sir. Yes. Yeah.
I did a terrible job there.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I did awful there. That first bounce really screwed me up though.
Yes, sir.
Just kind of hanged right in their reach. Try to get them all.
Move there. Make up your mind. Yeah, yes, sir. Burn. Yeah. Okay. Move here, move there. Oh, yeah.
There we go. Mess them up.
Make up your
There we go.
Okay.
So you could also They kind of do a loop. You could also place a bunch of satchel charges there.
Move here, move there.
And that is another way you could do that. I mean, you can grab all these satchels and place them all here for the goals too, but we're gonna go around here. There's a few enemies left after you kill these soulless. A few goals and a few more soulless. Nothing to worry about though.
Yes, oh yeah.
As long as you have some health after those soulless, you're fine.
Make up your mind. Make up your mind.
There's some more satchel charges you can use if you like.
Yes. Move here, move
There's a
there.
couple more soulless up here, maybe a couple more
Make
goals. I
up
just
your
gotta keep my eyes open.
Make up your mind.
There's one.
Move here, move there. Oh yeah. Yes, sir. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Move here, move
Dang it.
there.
I think this is the last soulless.
Yes.
Oh no, there's one more up here. I'm hurting on the health department, but okay, we're gonna have to dodge him.
Make up your mind. Make up your mind. Burn! Yes, sir. Move here.
Goodbye. Oh, and there's a goal sneaking up on me.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Okay, I think that might be pretty much it. I don't know if there's any more
Make
goals up
your
here.
mind. Yes, sir. Okay.
You definitely could do better than. Oh, there's another. There's another soulless up here I gotta deal with. I die a lot from fast forwarding, so if you get more patience, you can definitely not have to worry about.
Okay.
I could definitely avoid. Oh my gosh, you could definitely avoid a lot of deaths by not
Make
fast
up
forwarding
your
as much.
mind. Move here, move there. Yes. Okay.
I definitely could have took less damage on my dwarf too.
Yes, sir.
Stop fast forwarding.
Make up your mind.
Come on,
Burn!
get him.
Move
There he
here,
goes.
move
Okay,
there.
good. I just don't want to fight him again. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So we're basically on the other side of the Godhead.
Okay. Yes.
More gold dwarf heads. So here's the Godhead. So if you look at it, it kind of looks like a goal. Like, kind of looks like that's an eye, that's an eye, that's the head. This is kind of the nose. That's kind of like the nostrils. Sort of. Not so much on this side, but definitely on this side. So when it says there's a weak point, it's talking about like right here. Because you see how like this part is like sticking out. So if you kind of blow it up like right here, it'll die. Might as well throw this down. So you can just kind of hit it from back here. Oh, that's funny. I didn't expect that. It like bounced off the Godhead and landed on me. That was pretty funny. I'm kind of glad that happened. It's kind of. I like seeing ridiculous stuff happen. So we can kind of just keep hitting this here, and it'll eventually fall down. So it just falls down instantly. There's like no animation, and you can see it broke right there. So there's that. However, I'm not gonna finish the level like that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do it right. We're gonna kill all these goals. So this is a nice little spot.
Oh yeah.
So all these, okay. You can kind of see there's like kind of like a line here. So what you can do, you could lay down a billion satchel charges and blow them up, but I think it's more entertaining to not use satchel charges. So we'll just keep killing them. So a few of them come this way, but Balin can easily deal with them. But these guys, we're just gonna keep attacking the ground here. Because...
Get out of the way.
Let's make sure this guy stays alive. Because they're like all funneled in, and because we're throwing downhill, like hardly ever do the grenades come back. They do sometimes come back. And so this isn't necessarily like a smart way to do it. But I think this is entertaining just to keep launching them here. I see that grenade just came at the camera. So you just blow them all up this way. And you just get like this really black spot. And then you just keep an eye on Balin, because sometimes one will come up and Balin won't be paying attention.
Get out of there.
That is one more goal. Goodbye. So that I think that's a pretty entertaining way to do it.
Get out of the way.
Ah. So that should be all the goals. Ah. That's a pass forwarding when one runs up. And sometimes they get stuck running back and forth between your two groups because they like don't know who to attack. The AI scripting it's far from perfect. And then if you want, you can place a bunch of satchel charges around the goal head. Godhead. We'll just do that. And then it'll blow up in one nice explosion.
Yay! Hooray! Yay! Yay!
That's the mission.
All right! All right!
All right.
Yay!
So Balin got 68 kills, the other dwarves got 83, which is probably pretty much all those goals at the end. And a few at the beginning too. The windscreen shows Balin on the throne of Mirgard with the head of the ghouls all around him. There are some symbols on the throne and also partly on the screen above him, but I don't believe these exist anywhere else in the game. You can see the tattoo on his left arm that matches the Dwarven paratrooper tattoo from the cutscene on the previous mission. The lock screen is the same as the one from the last mission. There are a couple Easter eggs in this mission. One is that there is an image of Pac-Man on the terrain. Second is a hidden message that is in the scrap.gore file, which is the scripting for this mission. You can find this message if you open up this file with Notepad and search for the message by finding a keyword. If you open up the Fallen Levels plugin in Myth 2 with Loathing, you can still find this text in the scripting. Here's what it says. Balance skill and time just right, so can I forget Colony ship after all roads lead to Sol and now the Great Devoid? The guilt has been pursuing me like a cloudy, angry hornet for, how many years is that now? 3? 4? 18. This one mocking Tolkien is my last level for Myth, and it's getting a little of the cut and paste treatment like you'd expect. Mark and I really brought it together on 25 though, so don't judge us by this one. Blam. All Roads Lead to Sol is the final mission in Marathon 2, Durandal, and Colony Ship for Sale Cheap is a mission in Marathon. Jason Jones made the Colony Ship level, and I haven't played Marathon, but apparently this wasn't a very good mission. Not 100% sure on this, but his comment on the mission was, I didn't do this one. Nobody saw me do it. You can't prove anything. Jason Jones is saying that he felt guilty about this mission and is hoping it can be a part of the past after making All Roads Lead to Sol in Marathon 2 and The Great Devoid in Myth the Fallen Lords. These are both the last missions in the respective games, and I can't speak for Marathon 2. The last mission in this game, The Great Devoid, is pretty good. Marathon was released on December 21st, 1994, and Myth the Fallen Lords was released on November 25th, 1997, so he would have worked on this mission approximately 3 years later. This mission is the 18th mission in the game. In my experience studying this game, the level designers frequently referred to the mission by the number of the mission instead of the name. Jason Jones said that this mission is mocking Tolkien. I think he is talking about the title for the mission and also for the dwarf Balin. There is a dwarf in the Lord of the Rings named Balin who works as a scout in The Hobbit. After The Hobbit, he takes a group of dwarves to Moria to reclaim it, but is killed by orcs. It was basically a suicide mission from my understanding. He temporarily took the throne in Moria until the orcs came and overran him, much like in this game. In The Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship run across his tomb where he died. This is similar to the game because Balin in Myth is also going on a suicide mission. In addition, both Moria and Mirgard start with the letter M. Moria was a dwarven home that was overrun by thousands of orc, and Mirgard was also a dwarven home that was overrun by thousands of ghouls. Quite a few similarities, and I am sure you can come up with more if you put some thought into it. Jason Jones says this mission is getting some of the cut and paste treatment. I tried to find some examples of this in the mission. One example is a scripting for the ghoul running to the cave to draw in more ghouls. The two groups of ghouls you encounter with Pus are also very similar with a few changes like terrain and number of ghouls plus the soulless. I believe some of the stone monuments and cave entrances are copied from the previous mission. These things aren't really that big of a deal and the mission still looks nice to me. After all, it is a secret mission, which are often terrible in many games compared to the standard missions. He closes with Lamb, which at the time was Bungie's codename for their next game, Halo Combat Evolved. Bungie often used codenames for the upcoming games to avoid giving the name of the game out. Well, that's it for this mission. See you next time where we will be back following the Legion in the mission The Road North. I can't believe we are this far already. I have learned a lot and hope you are all learning and enjoying this playthrough as much as I am. See you then.